Hey, this is Tyler White. I'm going to talk to you about sagebrush and the values of sagebrush. It's not something people discuss very often, so stay tuned. Okay, sagebrush. Sagebrush is something that people see a lot of, but give no mind to. The problem is sagebrush, in my mind, in the desert is a grocery store plant. It can do so many things that you should understand what it is, what it can be used for. Okay, this is sagebrush. The way that I identify it and the way that I teach people to identify it is to pull this soft stuff off on top, roll it up in your hand, smash it up really good like you're making a ball of gum, okay? You're gonna get kind of this sticky stuff, make a cup here, and then smell it. It is very, very pungent. It has a very strong aroma. It smells like sage, which comes from sagebrush, only it's got kind of a wet smell when you pull it fresh from the bush. Okay, it will open your sinuses up and it will clear a lot of stuff. Now, sagebrush, my daughter likes to call it the desert hand sanitizer, okay? Desert hand sanitizer. The reason is, if we are in the backcountry and she's very young, she goes to the bathroom, we don't have hand sanitizer, I'll have her rub the sagebrush all over her hands. It is antimicrobial and antibacterial. I would prefer to wash in the water or with hand sanitizer, but when you don't have it, this is available. Knowing that, we can take it a step further. When you're in the desert, water can be very, very valuable and very, very rare. Because of this, if you understand that sagebrush is antimicrobial, antibacterial, there's two different ways that I like to use that you can take a bath with the sagebrush. What I'll do when I'm out trail running or cruising along and I start to smell funk, which is essentially bacteria growing, I will pull these tops off, put them in my armpit, side of the groin, the places that I stink, rub it in real good, center of the chest, the places that you're sweating, and that kills the bacteria, kills the smell, and it is a ranger shower, right? It is something that will tide you over until you can get to water. Another thing that's super, super valuable for most people is you can use it for toilet paper. Okay, let's talk about how we do that. What I will do is I will pull big pieces of the top. In fact, real easy way to do this is to just clip these top pieces off, okay, in the strings. I'll pull them, clip, right? Just this growth part, because you don't want that thick wooded stuff. And you need at least 3 of these. And essentially what you do is take this bundle, fold it in half like that, and I like to call it the scooper, okay? You go to the bathroom, go front to back, get rid of it. That's one wipe. When you do this method in the backcountry, it's going to leave you feeling minty clean, okay? It will clean the stuff that you've got going on down there. Now, one thing to think of, it has these little beads that kind of come off, these little pieces. You may need to wash it off, right? So if you look at here, we've got these little pieces that will come loose. You may get some hanging dingleberries when you use this to wipe, but this is substantially better than no toilet paper and I got mud in my britches, okay? So use 2 or 3 of these guys, air dry, get it clean. This is a great way to go. Now, I talked about 2 ways to clean yourself with this. One other way that I really like, if you've gone more than about 3 days with the same clothing, it's gonna get funky, okay? Stuff starting to grow, mildewy, moldy stuff. That's nasty. We don't want to be that way, but we may not only have more than 1 canteen full of water. The last thing you want to do is pour that on yourself when you should be drinking it. So what you can do is once you start a fire, you can get a little sage bundle of this stuff. Okay, get a little bundle like that, put a rubber band on it, put some dog bang rope, whatever it is, and then catch it on fire. It's gonna have an extremely strong and pungent smoke. What you do with that smoke, hold your clothes up, right? My clothes, put it under the armpits, put it in the stinky places. It kills the bacteria. Now, dirt isn't dirty. Bacteria is dirty. Clothes aren't dirty. Dust isn't dirty. Trees aren't dirty. Bacteria and growth is dirty. Bacteria causes rot. Bacteria causes athlete's foot, causes trench foot. Well, not trench foot, but causes a whole bunch of bad stuff that we want to deal with. The smoke from this plant will get rid of it. And finally, the last thing that I like the most about this is it gets rid of mosquitoes. Okay, if you're in the backcountry, you start a fire up, you get a couple bundles in there, burn that smoke, hold your breath, stand in that smoke. It'll give you a smoke shower, and that will help to get rid of the mosquitoes, help to get rid of the scent, help to keep you clean. I said finally, but the very last thing that's super important to know about sagebrush is it starts at a very low, it starts on fire at a very low temperature. So if you can use friction fire in the form of a bow drill for this, it is excellent for creating fire. If you want to do a hand drill by having a, I don't know, piece of hardened willow on top with the sagebrush plug in the bottom, you can use a hand drill to make fire with this. So keep that in mind. The way to find the right fire or the right sagebrush for fire, however, is to try to find these really tall, old sagebrush and find the dead parts to it. This is a green sagebrush, I know, because I rub it and I can smell. It's pungent, smells beautiful, smells like the desert. So that means there's water being fed up these stems to this outer part. So what I want to do is find a straight piece, somewhere between here and here. That's my spindle. Try to find a piece about this big. That's my hearth board. Just trim it down like you would in a normal bow drill video. Check this channel, I've got a couple videos on bow drill pieces and parts, and use sagebrush for the bow drill. Hopefully that's valuable to you. Hopefully next time you're in the desert, you look at sagebrush differently. You take the time to stop, smell it. You use it to clean your hands. You use it in case you need toilet paper and you forgot. All sorts of valuable there. The last thing, the third last thing. Sagebrush can be used to help with diarrhea. If you put a little bit in a tea, it works a little bit like Imodium and it will plug you up. Okay, it will slow down that water leaving your body process that can kill you in the desert. Don't use it too much or it will stop you up, and that's a problem. So look into the medicinal side of sagebrush in a tea as well. Hopefully that's valuable to you. If it was, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for watching this video. This has been Tyler White talking about sagebrush.